Take your load off and grab a seat. Pull up a chair, prop up the feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah. It's podcast time.
Hold that stand there, radio. Okay, I got you.
There you go.
Feel like we're on
we
stage.
are recording.
Feel like we're on stage.
New intro song.
coming
What about
out
it?
this week.
Funky.
Well, I guess if you hear this one, it would be last week.
I haven't even heard it.
Well, you're in for a treat then. Make sure you listen to the podcast when it comes out.
I will not be doing that.
If you don't mind, Wes,
What?
listening to our own podcast.
Yeah, if you don't care to listen to our music we made.
I was gonna say I heard a little bit of it.
Nick's been
whenever
here
I
most of
walked
the
in.
afternoon, and we've just been working on one song. We've got one 16-second song and 4 hours of work.
I didn't want to get frustrated with my buddy, but
Listen to how we had to do this shit because we were terrible with technology. All right, so he made the beat on his iPad with GarageBand, right?
Uh-huh.
Follow me. Then he'd have to airdrop it to my phone, and then I would have to put it in our Google Drive for the email, and then take it out of Google Drive and put it on our software that we record the podcast with. And then he had to record through the soundboard with the microphone after he come up with the song. We played the loop of that song, I bet 75 times
yeah, for
over
the last hour, that
and over and
just the
over.
instrumentals have been down, bound, bound, down, down, down.
So you hear this beat, and then whatever you say during it, I'm sure you say the podcast name,
Yes.
and then they get to hear us, the most country people, like the
It's
most,
a pretty funky
three-
beat.
Dog, you know I got soul.
the three most country accents on the internet, probably.
I might have the most soul for a white man in this county.
I don't know how Dr. Dre did this shit all day long.
What? Just listen to beats.
Making beats and shit. It's hard.
Would
man.
you forget, you idiot? Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement.
Dr. Dre dead?
I heard that song today in a body shop.
Oh, I missed that one. Damn.
It's an Eminem song.
I always
Forgot
used to-
about Dre, right? Forgot
Yeah.
about
I
Dre.
always used to struggle with that one line in the chorus. It was like, what was it?
I'm really showing my culture here.
Oh, white man.
I'm wearing
Nowadays,
khaki
everybody
pants in
wanna
my
talk,
house.
but They got something to say, but nothing comes
I ain't
out
been
with it.
nowhere today and wearing khaki pants.
Oh, hey, man, I'm wearing khaki
You're wearing
shorts.
shorts, though.
Yeah.
Wes is definitely a shorts in 32-degree weather.
Yeah,
guy.
there's
Oh,
always that one
100%.
guy.
He looks like it.
100% hoodie weather.
He
hoodie,
lives it.
Hoodie with the shorts on.
He's been riding a skateboard today. He's got his skateboard shoes on.
Vans.
These are not Vans. These are Nikes, boy. You better watch out.
Vans make you dance.
Everybody I see that does roofing
Bands
for a
make
living
you
wears
dance.
skateboard
Bands?
shoes. Do you think roofers wear skateboard shoes for the grip?
That's what I always heard. I mean, they're wide. Skateboard shoes are wide. Give you a little bit more surface tension.
A little
Is that a real
more
thing?
surface tension. A little
Is that
more.
a real thing? Roofers wear skateboard
Yeah, they wear
shoes?
skateboard shoes. Yeah, Vans and shit.
Now they make a non-slip thing.
Airwalks.
You can put, you can like Velcro it to your boot. It's like a non-slip thing for metal roofs and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of need it in my
Uh-huh.
line of work, but I was on 2 roofs today.
Yeah, I seen that video
Leaning
you
gutters.
put out. Yeah, that's like a big climbing ladders and shit scares me now with one leg.
I'd say.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not scared of heights. It's just like what if I get up there and I come down like my leg buckles like on the ladder,
Yeah.
and, like it gets hung.
I'm terrified of heights. So I'm
Oh,
right
yeah.
there with you. Like ladders. Like not if I'm on a plane. Like if I'm in control of my balance while I'm up high, then I'm terrified the whole time and I'm shaking and it's making everything worse.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's your biggest fear, Nick?
Yeah, well, you know what, Josh, that's a good one. I'm not really scared of anything. My buddy, when we went hiking this weekend, he was terrified we were going to run into bears, and I was just looking forward to it. I was like, get your phone out immediately and make sure you catch whatever. I'm going to say some wild stuff to this bear.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm...
You're one of them people. You say if you see me in the woods fighting a bear, you better help the bear.
Yeah.
You're
he
that
needs
guy.
some help.
You're that guy,
While the bear's beating the fuck out of
man.
I'm still going to be talking shit the whole time.
Dude, this is a little off. This has subject with bears, but I was watching I think it was Good Morning America or something on Sunday, and there was this group of 4 boys, right? They were playing high school. They were in college. They were on a college wrestling team, and they were out in the woods. Well, one of them was getting attacked by a grizzly bear. Well, the other one jumped in to help him, So there was 2 of them fighting this grizzly bear. Well, they got the grizzly bear off him, but dude, it messed them up. Like they were like in slings and shit.
Oh, I don't doubt
Well,
it.
they had them sitting in the middle, and they had their 2 buddies sitting on the outside, and they didn't even do shit. So I was like, why the fuck are these other 2 dudes in there? Where they're like making sure the damn story got
they
told.
should be in the parking lot where they belong.
I mean, I was like, why are there 4 people up there? But they were just like, oh yeah,
Yep, I was
the fucking
there.
bear come out of the woods, and I yelled bear, and I said, all of a sudden it got on top of him, and I didn't know what to do. My buddy jumped in there.
Bear spray.
I couldn't find my vape.
Yeah, that's what they were looking
Looking
for.
for my vape.
He's looking for his phone to film it.
Yeah.
Fucking useless generation.
I know you're scared of something, though, Nicky. You got
gotta be scared of
something out
something.
there.
Really just failure and letting people down is the only thing I really care about. I don't care about heights. Oh wait, let's see.
You know, like
I don't like embarrassment. I'm scared to death of embarrassment.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're the least. No, he's
I
not.
I'm
think
telling you.
we might be digging into something here. This
I'm
may be
telling you.
why he is so extroverted.
Yes, because I've had to work on my social interactions my whole life, and I'm so afraid of ruining a social. Like if I screw up a conversation, I think about it in my sleep. I think about it in bed.
Well, I do. I would say I do that too,
You're like
but
hyper aware.
I think about stuff. From
but you're
15
so
years ago.
extroverted. Like you would think that
It's a
you
defense
would
mechanism.
be less extroverted if you actually feared that, though. You know, you would want less opportunities for you to mess up.
See, I see it as more of like a distraction for himself, to where he don't have to worry about it. If he's being loud and like out and seen, then people aren't necessarily looking as much about what he's saying, but what he's doing. You see
Maybe
what
it's
I'm saying?
undiagnosed, like ADHD or
Yeah.
something,
or
or autism.
Parkinson's.
I think autism.
You got Parkinson's.
But I've just made sure that I can always pull off every social interaction exactly the way I want to, and I can pull out and exit. I know my strategy every time. I mean, it's always something different.
Have you always had some kind of social anxiety like this?
Oh yeah,
Really?
I've just been.
Because I've known you
I'm
my whole
afraid
life.
people don't like me.
Yeah.
How about, can we get into it?
Yeah.
I just want
I think
everybody to like me.
It's
man.
a rational thing. 'Cause I think just like I didn't get social anxiety until probably 3 or 4 years ago. And I think it's just because you do worry about like your image more. I guess like the older you get, maybe not necessarily your image, but you do worry about, I guess, how you're perceived as a man. I guess maybe like you're trying to like, I don't know how to really word this. Like,
I don't know
I
what
think
you're
everybody
saying.
wants themselves to come out like in a good light. Like you know what I mean? Like
No, you want everybody to like you. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, like you. So like
Yeah.
I think everybody has like a fear of not being liked or accepted in a sense.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I think the older you get, the more you think about it because you have less and less like opportunities to maybe make new friends or maybe reach out for new.
It is a lot
relationships.
harder as you get older
It
to
is.
make new friends.
Especially as dudes, because dudes don't really congregate as much like outside of like family events or sporting events.
Yeah, I think like dudes, when you're getting older, like if you do make new friends, it's because you have a sister that married a dude
Or your wife,
has a brother.
her husband, maybe like your
What?
wife's friend's husband. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your
Like,
wif's friend's husband, or your
you know
wife
what I
has a
mean.
brother,
Yeah,
or
like
something
you are
like that.
forced in a situation.
Yeah. So
And,
you,
like,
but
you
you're
may
not
not
out
have-
there like finding other,
Hanging out with some
other
retard
people.
like
I mean,
you never fucking hang out with ever.
I do, but I'm also not married or anything.
We
Well,
all
yeah.
three just kind of forced each other to be as close as we are because we just shared so much crap.
I think
You
we have a
just
lot in
jump
common.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's what it
yeah.
is. Like we
I was gonna say, I think
it's like
we
a
all-
safe space. I
all
guess
three of us have a lot of common, but we're also all three very different
we
people.
are very different people for sure. But yeah,
I bet listening to this, people think we're all like the same dude, to be honest. But
Yeah,
like if
probably.
they actually
same
like,
haircut.
if they got to know us,
yeah, I was say if you listen to this long enough, you'll know that we definitely are all very different.
yeah, we have
people.
different interests for sure.
Yeah.
Nick's into dudes. I'm not really that much into dudes.
Oh,
Josh
wow.
is a desperate housewife.
He
I am.
really
I am.
is.
I see myself like in a sitcom, a soap opera, every day. I just walk around the house manic.
Real Housewives of Franklin.
Waiting for some sexy milkman to come over and make a move.
Yeah, yeah. What's your
The landscaper, JD, the guy that mows the yard.
Yeah.
It's just him and Josh are just
Just talking.
69 and
Just hanging
just
out.
done mowing.
Do y'all Do you have a post lady or a post man?
I don't even know because they come like super early in the morning,
Yeah.
like sun, like sun up.
Way before Josh ever
Yeah.
getting out of bed.
Yeah. Hey, I work late into the night.
Yeah, just
Works
really
a stretch.
tidying up.
What is that?
Works a stretch.
Necrophilia? No.
What?
Necrophilia.
Narcissist?
No, we talked about this before.
Narcissist?
It's called shit. What is that name?
What are you talking about?
Nocturnal. Nocturnal.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Y'all were trying to search for nocturnal.
Yeah, all those necrophilia. That's like where you fuck dead bodies, right?
Yes, yeah.
Hey, they were people, okay?
They were.
Show some respect, Josh.
Man,
What did so other than the ladder thing, Josh? Are you afraid of anything?
I'm
else?
afraid. I'm really claustrophobic. That's my big thing.
I would say, yeah, I would hate that.
Like tight spaces. Like I have like these like whenever I have the sleep paralysis, sometimes I have these dreams that, like I'm in a cave and I'm like on my belly and I get like in this cavern and whenever like this crew comes to rescue me, right? And, like my flashlight's just about to run out and they're pulling me out with the ropes by my feet. Like they get like rigging to me and like I tie it to myself. But whenever they pull, this rock catches under my rib cage, so they can't pull me no more because it's like ripping my rib cage out.
Oh,
so like
my God.
that's when I wake up.
I can feel that.
Yeah, that's what it does, man. Like that's a huge fear. Like that's like, I guess like that's like my version of hell. I guess you know what I mean. Like
I did get stuck in a wet cave one time for about 5 seconds, and I freaked out. We were going back. There's this little waterfall. It's in Patton Subdivision. I don't know. There's no reason you would know where that is.
Nope.
But there's a big cave in Franklin, and you got to squeeze through this little thing to get through to the waterfall. And I got stuck for about 5 seconds, and I freaked out.
yeah,
Rough.
it's a nightmare, man.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I've seen those videos of like people going into like holes that they just barely fit into and then like swimming out on the other end, and I'm like, what? There is no shot that I would ever attempt that. I'm also a very big guy, so like there's not going to be a
I think
hole.
also too, like I used to work for like one of my first jobs out of high school. I worked for a company that put in fire sprinkler systems, and like it was like a lot of work in attics and stuff. So I was always like the smallest guy. They were all guys like you, just big, like wielded pipe around, and like they would be like, Josh, we got a tight space we need you to get into, and they would send me in this bullshit, man. Like one way in, man, like backing out, like you know,
Josh,
just
get
to
in this
get
hole.
place. Yeah. So like, and I had like a really hard time with that. So I think a lot of that too. Like I got stuck up in an attic in Arkansas, and it was a Mormon church, and it was like the middle of summer, so hot, dude. I thought I was gonna die up there.
Ugh.
Like it was rough, like because couldn't nobody get to me to get me out.
Yeah.
Like so, like I was like thinking about like just going through the ceiling.
Punching through the drywall.
But no, it wasn't drywall. It was like tongue and groove wood
Yeah.
boards. So it was hard. Like
Yeah.
it was built by the Amish.
Oh
And
yeah.
dude, it was
You-
terrible.
you had a chance.
I was gonna say you had
I
no
got out, dude.
chance.
But when I got out, like I caught my ear, like my right earlobe, like on a truss, like one of those like metal things, like hold trusses together, and like it cut like my ear and everything. But yeah, it was terrifying.
You
I was
said-
screaming
Never again.
because I couldn't get to my cell phone or nothing. Like in my pipe, I could not move.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that
like
sounds
I was like almost
god
like,
awful.
it was just to tighten up a fucking like clamp. Like that's all it was. Like on like a
Yeah.
existing part of the building, like where it hooked up. It was
Yeah.
like a renovation, like where it come through the wall and hooked up. Like that's where that little spot was.
I think that's worth a whole day of labor. Did you just go home after that?
No, I was in Arkansas. I probably went to the bar and got hammered. I was like 22 years old.
Jealous, boy.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I remember, dude. We were working in.
Suppress them feelings.
we were working in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, at that church, and it was like 45 minutes outside of Little Rock. And we were staying in Little Rock because there wasn't a hotel in Pine Bluff, right? So there was like this shuttle that would take you from like the hotel downtown, actual Little Rock, and they would pick you up and bring you back like by like midnight or something. And it was this old dude that ran this thing. I bet he was like 100 fucking years old, and he drove a little bitty guy. And I remember when he took us down there, and he was like, "Where are y'all from?" We were like, "We're from like Bowling Green, Kentucky," because we, you know, obviously he wouldn't know Franklin and stuff. And he was like, "I never been up there, but y'all had to come through Memphis. It's a good thing y'all got through Memphis. Don't never stop in Memphis." And I was like, "Is Memphis that bad?" He goes, "It would be for y'all." And I was like, "All right." Yeah, that dude was a
Memphis is
trip.
fine. That guy was racist.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Memphis is all right.
I've been there.
Yeah,
I went to Graceland before.
I've been there. I spent a week there
That's
for
white
work.
people, Memphis.
Yeah.
This was like this was 100. I mean, he was around
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
You know.
West Memphis, Arkansas is like 10 times worse than like Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah,
so.
maybe he said West Memphis. Maybe I don't
Maybe
know.
before Elvis colonized it.
Graceland's cool. He has a whole like room that's like pink. I think I want to say right. I was young when I went.
That
I think it
terrible.
was 2022 whenever I went.
Yeah.
But I stayed there for a week. I went to I was there for work, so I did everything by myself. I went to a Grizzlies game downtown. I went downtown by myself.
Are they in that pyramid building, or is that the Bass Pro Shop?
That's
now?
Bass Pro. I did go to the Bass Pro Shop while
It
I
is
was
the
there
Bass
just
Pro
because I
Shop.
had to.
Were you at an insurance convention?
No. It was just like they needed help over there, so I went over
You
there.
ever seen Cedar Rapids?
Yes.
That's an insurance convention.
It's a great movie.
I'm sorry, just to
That
totally
sound- that
bulldoze
sounds
your
familiar. I
story.
don't think
How
I've
have
seen
you
that.
not seen Cedar
It's
Rapids?
it's got Ed Helms and John C.
Riley.
Riley. I forget the chick that's in it.
Yeah, I've never known her.
Maybe I have seen it. I don't know.
It's an older movie. It's like an indie
Insurance
film,
movie.
but yeah, it's funny.
Oh, it's great. It's got Red Foreman in it, whoever that guy's name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
Well, just because I work for insurance doesn't mean that
I
it
think
excites me.
I
Because
think
it definitely does not.
I think it would be a pretty
I think you
boring
should be
job.
punished.
I think about you sometimes while I'm sitting here like doing creative fun stuff. I'm like, I bet Wes is fucking crunching numbers somewhere, just fucking miserable.
Speaking of creative fun stuff, okay, listen to this idea we had earlier. A trivia game. Josh is the host. Me and you are playing trivia against each other. The loser has to suck his artificial toe.
My prosthetic big toe.
Well, it's not even like that bad.
I think it's pretty bad.
But I think it's
It's an artificial
It's brand
toe.
new too. It's a brand new
I would
foot
say it's
too.
brand new. It's artificial. It's not sweating or
I think
anything.
it's good. I think it's good.
I thought you were going to say we're going to suck his nub or something.
Put some
No, nothing weird.
Put some
Nothing
peanut butter on
weird.
his nub and lick
that's
it off.
good content for social media. Though. If one of us is just on our hands and knees sucking Josh's artificial foot,
And I have like no skin in the game whatsoever. So like,
literally,
no,
literally.
like that, didn't you?
Oh my god.
But yeah, we have to figure out what kind of trivia we're gonna do.
I think you just do. Would you just Google 10 pop culture? trivia
Well, no,
questions?
you have to do like a category to make it fair. Like you have to do something that both of y'all know.
Pop
a
culture.
decent amount. What pop culture now or 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I was gonna say
It's
now.
fair game.
I would say now I'd probably lose, but I maybe not.
probably-
If our listeners would like to chime in on our Facebook page and give us some ideas for this
I
trivia.
don't know. We could do if we do 2 episodes tonight. We could
Well,
do
the
next
second episode we're going to do, but they can still chime in for maybe.
Okay,
this could be a
maybe the next
segment.
one, and maybe a punishment for the loser. on the next
Yeah.
episode. Oh. Now
I'll
we're
have to play
talking,
trivia
baby.
sometime too to get some skin in the game. You know what I mean? I'll have some kind of
Oh.
punishment.
So
I can only
you
imagine how
just the
gross
I'd
as
probably do
shit.
like Star Wars, Friends.
I don't know nothing about Star Wars or Friends.
Family Guy.
I know some Family Guy.
Really, like comedians.
Let's do 1970s through early 2000s baseball trivia.
Yeah, not for me, dog. Yeah, I would forget. I would not know any of that probably.
I know a lot about that. We could do World War II history.
Maybe
I'd
just
probably-
movies
I'd do
from,
fair.
from
Movies, yeah,
from
movies.
1980 to 2010.
Okay, yeah.
Movie
After
trivia.
this
I was gonna
episode,
say, I could probably-
our
I could
next
probably
one,
do movies.
maybe. Yeah, we can do one after.
I didn't
this.
know I was gonna have to be doing trivia today. I don't know if we're gonna do this today or not.
Probably not, but
You think I've been studying? How prepared do you think I am?
he's had.
You've
he-
been
he's
here all day,
He's been
just like-
crunching all afternoon.
I was gonna say you've been here like all day with
He's
him
been
just,
fueling up on candy
Yes.
and facts.
you're just bullshit. And I immediately I was on the phone with my boss and I was like, hey, I've got to go do a podcast.
He seriously rolled in here and we started recording.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
used the
I've got to
bathroom a
get
second
up there. Like,
And I'm full of a tall boy Red Bull,
Coffee.
and now a Sam's Cola.
Sam's
I've
Cola.
got so much sugar rushing through my veins.
I'm so chilled out right now.
Sam's Cola is going to be a sponsor of the show one day, I'm hoping.
Who?
Sam's Cola, yeah.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah, it is Walmart. Everybody else has Coca-Cola and Pepsi
Sam
and
Wally.
bullshit.
I think we got a better chance with Dollar General.
Oh, hey man,
Clover Valley.
I'm from the originators.
The capital, baby.
The Dollar General capital of the world.
Capital.
It
And
did
that's
start
the
in Scottsdale,
shittiest
didn't
Dollar
it?
General. It's the shittiest Dollar General in the country.
The one
Yeah.
downtown.
The original
Yeah.
one is the worst one.
Yeah, it's 2 stories
It is
though.
2 stories.
Is it 2 stories?
Yeah.
I bet they sell a lot of socks.
Socks.
Yeah. in
I can't imagine
Scottsdale.
that they really sell much out of there. To be honest, it's just open because it is the first one.
Man, when we went hiking this weekend, my buddy forgot his like campsite sandals. Like when you get to your campsite, you take your hiking boots off and just wear sandals. So we tried 3 different Dollar Trees in Gatlinburg. Asked them for sandals, and they said, Nobody was buying them, so we threw them all away. And we were like, "You couldn't donate them? You threw them in the dumpster?
You just threw them in the trash?
What?
What?
Like, yeah, about 2 weeks ago, we threw them all, hundreds of them. Hundreds of them.
I've been watching videos of people like raiding dumpsters on like Facebook and shit.
Yeah.
And, like they go like to like a Five Below. And they're like, look at all these video game control, and you can tell it's staged.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. I was gonna say that was what I was gonna say. Every one of them I've seen,
Why would
I'm
people
like,
be like, they're not going to do that. Like
Yeah.
they might if it's damaged, like a few of them.
Yeah.
But they're not going to throw away just crates and crates of
yeah,
shit.
I can't-
Electronics.
I remember seeing the last one I saw.
It makes me
was
so mad.
like this. I don't even remember what it was, dude. Like,
So mad.
had this whole bag of
You're too far away.
had the whole bag of like fruit snacks.
Welch's.
Yeah, I think it was like
Ooh,
Welch's
that's
fruit
some good
snacks. He had like a
ones.
crate of them, and they weren't open or anything.
I
It
love
was
fruit
wild.
snacks.
I do too.
They are good.
I didn't poop the
It's
whole
one of the
time.
biggest perks of dating a single mom is all the fruit snacks they
yeah,
got.
that's true. I guess.
I don't know what made me think of this, but I didn't poop the whole time we hiked. All 3 days.
How many? All 3 days.
Yeah. Didn't even
Speaking
have
of,
the
Nick
urge.
just got back from the snow. You were in the snow.
Yeah,
Mountains.
our last day we had to hike 8 miles up
The Appalachians.
the mountain up to Klingman's Dome, and in the last 3 hours it started snowing. By the time we got to our car at the top of Klingman's Dome, it was covered in 4 inches of snow. We had to clear it all off. We were freezing.
You probably know how
cold.
to measure that eyeballing it, don't you? 4 inches.
Oh, I could see 4 inches from a mile away.
I guarantee fucking it.
But we got to the bottom of the mountain, and the national park locked us in. They closed the gate so that nobody could get up.
Oh shit!
So we had to call 911. They sent a park ranger.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Dang.
it was
That's
wild.
wild.
There might be a video on my phone of me licking bear shit.
I don't know.
Actual bear shit. Why'd you do
We might
that?
have to see. For the clout.
What if? What?
I'm seeing a pattern here. He wants
I
to
was gonna
lick
say,
my
he was-
artificial toe.
He was just talking about being embarrassed, but he wants to put that on the internet.
That's what I'm saying. He's crying for help.
I've got to have positive attention.
I don't know. That's not
I
positive.
don't know if that's positive or
I
not.
just want to make the world
Everybody has their own
smile.
opinion of what positive attention is. There's no such thing as bad press. That's what they
Perspective.
say.
Exactly.
They'll definitely remember you. They'll say that's that guy that licked bear shit.
And then your
Allegedly.
buddy actually says, "Oh no, that was mine."
We did see a lot of it, though. We probably saw about 6 different piles of it.
Did you see any bears though? Like I think
No.
you said that y'all were
No,
worried
I've
about
never
it. He was
seen
worried
one
about
in the
it.
woods.
Did you see any, like footprints or anything?
No.
Just shit.
Just bear poop.
No cocaine.
Y'all have seen Cocaine Bear, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, that is
It
insane.
was
I
such
liked
a
it.
stupid movie.
No, I liked it. I loved
I didn't
it.
say I didn't like it. It was just something can be stupid and I can still enjoy it.
Now, somebody should have taught those kids. Spoiler alert, there were some small children that tried cocaine. Somebody should have taught them how to act on cocaine because it was completely unbelievable. I
Yeah.
could have gave them kids some lessons on.
They needed a cocaine consultant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed Johnny Depp.
I was more pissed off about the cool ass dude in the beginning that fucking died when he hit his head on the plane door going out. Like he's like all jacked up and he's getting ready to jump out of the plane.
Oh,
the
yeah.
drug dealer that was
Yeah,
throwing it all
yeah.
out.
The real cool guy at the beginning.
My hero.
Yeah, I mean, he was the coolest character of the fucking movie, and he died in the first 5 minutes.
You wanted
yeah.
to see him wrestle a bear, didn't
I just
you?
want to see him succeed and get away with all that shit. That's what I want.
He was the hero of the movie.
I'm always pulling for the anti-hero, I guess.
the underdog.
Yeah.
So you wanted him to pull off like what DB Cooper did.
Well, you see, as soon as like they realized it was cocaine and maybe money, like everybody was there swarming it. You
Yeah.
know what? They didn't give a fuck about anybody dying.
Yeah.
Whoever does.
Nobody. Ice Cube's boys in that movie too.
What?
Yeah.
Ice Cube's son. He's in.
Oh yeah.
Whatever his real name. What's their real name? Is that Curtis Jackson?
No, that's 50 Cent.
50 Cent.
It's 50 Cent, sir.
Close.
Snoop Dogg's real name, like Reginald.
I don't know. I just know 50
Cornelius is his
It
name.
is
It's
Cornelius,
Cornelius. It's insane.
I don't know why I know 50 cents off the top of my head.
Him
That's probably pretty common knowledge.
Yeah.
Him and Cameron Diaz went to high school together.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't it
They're the
strange
same
how-
age.
He sold her weed in high school.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Isn't it strange how most of these people that ended up being big stars ended up like all going to school together? It's like there's some
Dude,
weird connection.
You
with
know
all
how
that.
in a previous episode we talked about Laurel Canyon, right? And everybody. Well, I was listening to some Crosby, Stills, and Nash this weekend.
Uh-huh.
And a video popped up on YouTube, and it was like a 20-minute documentary of Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. and it shows how they started. And they were like, they started a band first called, what was the name of it? It was like two of them. It was Graham Nash and Neil Young and Stephen Stills, and they had several songs before they started Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. But it was talking about how like they all like convened together, like it was like something out of like pure destiny that they met up at like such a young age and everything going on. They're like these profound songwriters. You know what I mean? It's just wild.
Yeah,
like how they like, but it was cool. Like it was showing like in like 19, 20 years old, just chilling. You know, like in Laurel Canyon was brought up in the studio or whatever.
But you hear that all the time. It's like of like actors or even like basketball players, and like, oh, did you know that like he went to the same high school, like you said, or whatever. Like you hear that all the time. And especially a lot of them come out of Los Angeles now because their parents are big. Like you're talking about Ice Cube's son. We'll start seeing like Christina Applegate's daughter, or The Rock's kid,
Judd Apatow's kids.
Yeah, Judd Apatow's kid.
Yeah,
Adam Sandler's kids.
In that Netflix movie.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie too. I watched it.
Buffalo Springfield's the name of that band.
Okay,
that was their first band.
Yep.
You know, that's crazy, and they were super successful.
What's that, Josh?
And they all come. It's just a pop up, and then they all come.
Some people call it a boner.
But yeah. No, Buffalo. I knew that one. I just couldn't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, no, the all of them. I mean, you hear about it all the time. Like I was saying, it's crazy how they all ended up coming from the same. Like The Rock's a little bit different, to be honest, because he went to McGavock High School, in Tennessee for a while.
Dwayne Johnson.
Really? Yeah.
Did he get recruited by UT football?
That's just a small high school.
Before he went to Miami, he got recruited by UT, I think.
Yeah.
The Vols.
I think he started above Warren Sapp at University of Miami.
Maybe that sounds right. I know he played football at the Hurricanes or whatever.
Yeah.
I do know that.
Miami's the Hurricanes?
University of Miami's Hurricanes.
The one in Florida.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm saying it right.
NFL team's Dolphins.
Yeah, I knew that.
Hurricanes.
I knew that. I just...
Their mascot's a duck.
I know. Yeah, it's duck, right?
Yeah,
that's
but
why I was
they're the
confused.
Hurricanes.
It's called the duck.
Yeah,
the
that's just
Hurricane.
Don't
Duck
quote me. I've been wrong my whole life.
No, I'm a Florida State fan. That's one of our biggest rivals. I know.
Go Dogs!
Yeah, get that dog in you. That mad dog.
I think I'm gonna pick an underdog. Maybe Army. I'm just gonna start voting for Army football.
There's a bit a comedian has talking
just go
about
for Kentucky.
how the reason Army, why they don't have like the best football team on earth, because like, they have like soldiers, warriors. You know what I mean?
Have actual soldiers.
Yeah. Most people that go to Army, they're just really smart. I mean, like West Point.
Shane Gillis went to West
2
Point.
weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks.
Decorated veteran.
Yeah.
Yep. Because he was on their football team too.
Did he go to Notre Dame? Or is he just a fan?
No, he's just a fan.
Yeah, I see him all the time wearing it.
Where is Notre Dame?
It's in South Bend, Indiana.
Yep. I'll be honest, I thought it was in Michigan. So
No, I thought it was in
it's
Maine.
close. It's in South
Maryland or something.
It's really close to the Chicago area. But yeah, it's in South Bend. It's a Catholic school.
Oh.
Yep. It used to be. It's a Catholic school, independent.
Man, I met a guy on my hiking trip that just decided he was an internet salesman, and 2 weeks.
What does that mean?
Like
he sells the internet
in rural counties. Like he sells like
fiber,
Fastnet.
Like
okay,
Usenet, like the satellite ones or whatever,
stuff like that.
Bullshit.
A couple
internet.
weeks ago, he just decided to go in the woods.
He's robbing people.
When we met him, he had no food. Like we gave him oatmeal. He's a vegan. He was frail as could be.
Ugh.
And he said he was trying to hike to North Carolina and do this 300-mile adventure, and like he was already out of food. Like I had no idea how that guy was going to survive.
Did he say that he's
going to come across people like you?
How long had he been gone?
Like a week or two. Already.
He'd been living in the woods.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't know how long he had been gone.
It was us, and then there was a third stranger. So there was 4 of us total. Me and my buddy, one guy by himself, and then this nomad that was by himself. We were all getting ready to start getting firewood, like we were going to have a community fire, and he asked the other guy, he was like, "Where do you think I should look for firewood?" And we all just looked around. Like we're in the middle of the woods, and he was like, "Maybe over there." He just pointed, or maybe over there. He just pointed over there.
Just making shit up.
This guy had no idea what he was doing. It was, I mean,
nomad?
That's brave.
How old do you think he
that's
was?
stupid.
You talking about the internet salesman still?
Yeah.
He been out there for 2 weeks and didn't know where to look for wood.
He's like, yeah, where should I look for wood?
Was he an old guy?
Our age.
Yeah.
So in his 30s?
Yeah, I mean, he looked a lot older because he was vegan. I mean, he was already malnourished.
I'm going to pray for him.
He shouldn't have been by himself. I mean, I don't understand that
We
anyway.
actually did pray together on the trail. He
That's
talked
sweet.
about addiction, and we talked about addiction and Christ for a long time around that fire. It was quite nice, actually, the conversation.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I mean, he needs the prayers. I mean,
He was confident. He wasn't nervous about nothing.
Yeah, that's how you get. That's how you
because he's
die.
probably
That's how you
hallucinating.
Die,
was just
He says he
feeling
fasts. A lot.
good. I do fast 16 hours at a time sometimes.
I usually fast on Sundays. I think we've already talked about this though.
Yeah, I do it for my stomach sometimes. Sometimes I like binge eat, like my appetite. I'll get to feeling like good some days, and I'll overeat, and I'll feel like shit for like 2 or 3 days. So I have to like my body can't catch up to like my food I'm digesting, I guess.
I'll tell you what my guilty pleasure is. Like whenever I'm starving, especially for breakfast, sausage McGriddle.
Yeah, those are good.
Man.
Those are good. With egg and shit on it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
loaded. Yeah, they're good.
Man, that is my jam in the morning.
They are good.
I don't really do the caffeine thing anymore, but man, whenever I could get like just a nice little small Coke and a sausage McGriddle
And a McDonald's Coke.
Heaven.
Yeah,
What?
And like a McDonald's Coke. Is
Oh
like
yeah,
crack.
because that's the best. Yeah.
Their straw is a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
and it's CO2. It's in like a metal canister. It's not in the bags. The syrup.
The syrup's in like a stainless steel. Is the reason why it's so much different.
I just been eating all this damn candy. We got all this Halloween candy already. Christy went to the store and got all sorts of because the kids were here this weekend, and her and my daughter went to the store. They come back with like just 2 big ass bags of like single wrapped chocolate bars. I've already eaten half of them. I've already eat like half of them.
I don't even eat. I don't eat a bunch of candy.
I try
every
not
now and
to.
then. I just like get like a hankering for it. Same thing like me and sodas. I do like the whole McGriddle with the soda thing, but I don't really crave it often. But whenever I do crave it, like I have to have it.
I like sour candy a lot. Like I quit drinking and I started eating Jolly Ranchers a lot. I was going through Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, because like alcohol turns into sugar or whatever.
It's pretty
so
much like what it is. Like I was craving that sugar.
That's what that's. Yeah,
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense, actually. Smart.
Yeah, those months that I take off drinking or whatever, I always like get. So that I'm not craving like actual alcohol. Like I go get like sweet tarts and just random stuff.
So
for
they
the
tell you in
house.
AA to keep like chocolate with like dark chocolate or chocolate because like chocolate, like I guess back in the day when fucking AA started, they wrote that book in like the fucking 30s. Nobody had like Sour Patch Kids and shit, so they would just.
Sour Patch Kids is actually like my favorite thing.
Dude, they're good.
I love.
So
Sour
like
Patch
I guess
Kids.
people just carry around half-ass melted chocolate in their pocket if they had a hankering. It's either that or go home and fucking beat their old lady. I guess back then.
I used to be able to
supper
eat,
ain't ready.
I used to be able to eat like a half pound of sour Skittles, like the movie.
Oh, your mouth would just be
package.
raw?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
God,
Yeah,
I
tear
can,
you
I can
up.
still feel that
For
feeling.
days, you lose layers of skin off your
It's
tongue.
like it gets you like back in the back of your jaws too, like that
But it's
sourness.
so good.
Oh, they are
It
good.
is good. I love it.
You can't hardly find them anymore.
You can't even enjoy the last 1/3 of the movie because you're just thinking about how much your mouth hurts.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
keep eating
yeah.
them, and you just keep eating them.
Yeah.
It's like hot stuff, like spicy stuff. You just keep on, like them Takis, man. I can't hardly like. Do y'all like Takis?
I've had them before. I don't understand the hype.
I don't either.
It's the same thing with Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
I
I don't
never
mind
liked
them,
them.
but like I don't understand the hype.
It's like fucking kids up, like their stomachs and stuff, eating.
You
them
see
all
that
the
guy? He got Flamin' Hot Cheeto dust permanently tattooed to his fingertips. He likes them so.
time.
Like he got orange
And
Cheeto
red
dust.
looking.
Yeah,
They say that damn dust is flammable. Like you can set that shit on fire.
Doritos, like the
spicy
the tortilla
nacho.
chip,
Yeah.
they'll burn for about a minute and a half if you light one on fire.
That's crazy.
It'll burn.
And
You
we're
can use
eating
it
that
on the
shit.
trail for fire starter.
I think like I saw a thing that like 70% of our food now that we buy at the store, processed foods, bioengineered ingredients.
Ugh.
We're not even eating real food anymore at this point.
I
That's
know when
wild.
they're trying to like do this meat thing that I know we've already talked about it, but man, that's like the last. It's like there's no way you'll get me to eat that stuff. I tried a
I feel
Beyond
like we keep
Burger
hitting
one
on that,
time.
man, but it's a fucking
But-
real issue, you know.
Yeah.
Like our food, like I
don't think it's as bad as what they say. Same with gas. Like, we ain't running out of gas or oil anytime soon. It's not happening.
Yeah.
It's just fear tactics.
We're the only reason oil's expensive anyway.
The Rothschild,
This is something I can get into about the Rothschilds.
Deemed the phrase fossil fuels because they wanted to make it seem scarce.
Yeah.
But really, I saw a scientific study that said oil replenishes itself faster than we could ever use it. Like, it actually does replenish.
Like over in Saudi Arabia, dude, oil is cheaper than water. Like you can get oil is like way cheaper than the price of water. So I mean, you think about that's how much oil
there is. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, and we ain't even started drilling in like a lot of places that they know oil is there, like Alaska.
But Biden cut that pipeline. Like,
I still don't understand all that.
Well, that pipeline wasn't even for us. That pipeline was to go to Canada.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Right?
People are just pissed off about it. I know that.
No, I think it was coming from Canada down.
I think that's incorrect. I think we were feeding Canada.
Yeah, I think we were feeding Canada. With
it was like a
Keystone XL.
And we were making money off of it, like a subsidy.
Yeah, so it wasn't even coming to the American people.
But you could be right.
No, it's been a long time since I looked into that, so I don't really want to stand on anything.
No, I don't want to stand on nothing.
You can't.
You barely can. You don't have stand on things.
Low hanging fruit, guys. Low hanging fruit. I expect better out of both of y'all. Disappointed. That's just lazy.
I was gonna say we'd almost made it a whole episode without mentioning that you only have one leg.
It's lazy.
Well, we talked about sucking his toe for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. Yeah. Dang it. Okay.
Josh, what's your biggest fear? Getting my toes sucked on by fucking dudes.
Hey, boys, if y'all want to go viral, this is how we do
it. What's the price of fame?
Just a toe in the mouth, baby.
Hey, so there's some chicks that have done more than suck toes to get in a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I was listening
Dudes
to
too, I'm sure.
I can't remember when it came out. It was a movie called Brown Bunny.
No, gosh.
But it was like it was just like a drama, but there's like a full BJ scene in it.
Like everything you see, everything.
Oh, I think if this is
you see the penis go in the mouth.
I seen it.
If it's
I didn't watch it. I just looked
you
it up.
definitely watched it. You motherfucker, you watched it.
The director and his girlfriend did that scene, so they were actually in a relationship in real life, and because they were in a relationship in real life, it like knocked him out of the running for some awards for that movie because then it made it a documentary. I think I saw a mouse.
That's possible. They've been cutting fucking hay around here. You get up and catch
okay.
it.
So
or all this sugar might be just messing with
they run in the damn. That could be it too.
So okay, that could be true. I don't know. I just heard it on a podcast today, and then I just Googled it to see if they were overblowing the situation.
Dang.
But no, it was
overblow me.
It was a full-on scene. I just Google image searched or whatever.
Is there a lot of... So it was like an actual feature film. It wasn't like a smut
I think
film.
It was more of an artsy film.
Indie film.
Yeah, indie film. It wasn't like it went to... It may have went to theaters.
We watched the
but...
movie American Beauty the other day.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Dude, I forgot.
Is that Edward Norton?
No, it's Kevin Spacey.
Okay, never mind.
And I forget who else is in it. But... I forgot how just wild that movie is. It's like one of the saddest fucking movies. I remember I used to love that movie when I was younger.
That's where he showers a lot or something, right? He stands in the shower. There's like a
there he is.
There's an iconic shower scene.
It's Rain. His neighbor's dad or whatever. He thinks that Kevin Spacey's gay, so he tries to make a move on him. Well, Kevin Spacey's not gay. So he's like this.
I mean, now we know he is.
Yeah, right. So he ends up killing Kevin Spacey and then killing himself, and the rain's falling.
What was the one?
It's been a long time.
What was the one? Kevin Spacey and the kid from The Sixth Sense. Pay It Forward.
I don't remember that one.
So the kid, what's that kid's name from?
Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah. He starts this thing. It's like a pyramid scheme for nice gestures. So he's like, I'm going to help 3 people out, and then those 3 people help 3 people out, and those 3 people help 3 people out.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
And it ends up going across the country, and Kevin Spacey is his teacher. The woman from Helen Hunt from Twister is his mom. She's kind of a crack whore.
She's in Twister, Helen Hunt. I ain't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, and
great movie.
He ends up getting stabbed by a bully. Haley Joel Osment does, and he dies. And then that's when this news reporter, like the Pay It Forward, reaches this news reporter, and he tries to do a story, and Haley Joel Osment's already dead.
Holy shit!
I don't remember that movie. It doesn't sound...
That's a good one, boy.
It's sad movie. Sad movie. I think we watched it in school. I think I remember watching that in school in like the 6th
You know
or
what
7th
movie
grade.
I watched the most in school?
What's that?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
In school?
Yep. I saw that movie at least 100 times in school.
We watched the movie The Patriot quite a bit.
I watched that on my own time quite a bit because it would always come on whatever cable thing we had, and every time I saw The Patriot with Mel Gibson,
it's a good movie.
Had to watch it.
I remember like my junior year, the movie Dodgeball come out with Vince Vaughn, and they let us watch that. And I was like,
You're a lesbian?
The teacher, yeah, like that movie's like pretty lewd, you know?
Yeah. That scene in The Patriot, though, whenever the dude gets hit by the cannonball.
Oh, it blows his leg off? Yeah, ouch.
You'd be good for that role.
Yeah, oh yeah. Dude, I think I'm going to start trying to look for parts that, like, people are, you know, there's got to be, around this area,
zombie park.
Like, there can't be a lot of people, unless you go over to, like, the Army base and stuff. I guess there's probably some amputees, but I don't know.
Probably. Are you trying to get a role specific to not having a leg?
Like pirates, zombies.
You got to use it.
Yeah, just use what the guy
If you don't use it, you lose it.
There's a mouse.
I think you would.
See him.
Yep.
Is there a mouse?
Yeah,
Tommy Two Tones.
Little bitty.
Tommy Two Times. Tommy Two
That's
Times
Jiminy
the mouse.
Cricket,
He's a fast little sucker.
My conscious.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's cute as hell.
Go catch him.
Out there in the
I had a pet rat one time for a few weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
For a few weeks.
Yeah, I let him go into the wild. I also had a pet tarantula.
The pet rat? What'd you name him? Master Splinter?
I can't remember.
Did you catch him and then just keep him?
No, got him from the store.
Oh, and then you just decided to let him go.
They selling rats?
Just let him go. Yeah. Yeah, they sell white rats. We used to have a pet store up in Bowling Green.
I
Like a
got
mouse
you.
or a
Like
rat?
a lab
Like a full-on
rat.
Rat.
Is it a big rat?
White.
Like a
white
clean rat, not
yeah.
a dirty ass rat.
Yeah, I didn't get him from the dumpster.
Like
behind
an
the China
alleyway and
buffet.
brought him home and tamed him. That's what I was thinking when you said rat. I thought of a big ass fucking like dumpster.
No, he was
animal.
cool. I took him to the drive-in theater with me one time, and he just hung out in my shirt pocket the whole time.
What'd you name him? Did you say?
I can't remember.
You don't remember?
I didn't have him long enough. I let him go.
You think he's still alive?
No.
You don't think so?
What's
You don't
the
think he
life
made it?
expectancy of a rat?
Well, he probably got out here. He got
An owl or a
owl
hawk.
or a
That's fine.
hawk
Snake.
or
At
something
least I
grabbed
didn't
him.
have to see it.
You didn't have to, how old were you?
16.
16.
Yeah. And the tarantula.
10 or 11 years old. He said 16.
The tarantula.
I figured a prepubescent boy.
Yeah.
Not a fucking
Well,
almost
he said he
grown
took it
man.
to the drive-in, so I was like, he had to have been driving, I guess.
The
Paid
tarantula.
attention.
I was
too
living in a
caught
rental
for
house
having a
in
pet
Bowling
rat.
Green. I was living in a rental house in Bowling Green with the tarantula, and we were moving out, and I just let him go in the crawl space of the house.
Oh my God, Nick.
God.
Yeah.
I was watching a show one time on Discovery Channel, and it was like a live PD kind of show or something. And this dude had exotic pets in his house. Well, they were like going to raid the house. Well, they got in there, and he wouldn't let them in. He told them that he had let 2 king cobras loose in the attic,
Holy shit.
and they were like under the insulation. So like the cops said, "Fuck that, we're not going in there. It's king cobras." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not a copperhead or not a king cobra.
Yeah.
So like finally, like they just went through and he had king cobras registered in his name, so like they believed him, or they had no reason not to.
Yeah.
So they called in this other guy to come in. Well, he just went in and like they went in with the SWAT team, and like he like took this thing and started busting the ceiling out. And dude didn't have king cobras up there. He'd put like 10 boa constrictors up there. And, like they just started falling from the ceiling, like these people, like huge ass snakes.
Good God.
Yeah, they ended up just tasing that dude and getting the fuck out of there. But yeah, it was a crazy scene.
We were in Pigeon Forge
What the
driving
world?
the strip to eat breakfast after we got out of the woods, and there's 2 little souvenir places. One of them was advertising live alligators, and across the street they were advertising live sharks.
Wow.
Sharks and pigeon forge.
This was in the South. Definitely in the South.
Yeah, this is definitely the South.
The exotic animal laws in Tennessee are very loose.
Yeah.
I follow this. There's this convention once a year. It's an exotic animal convention. I've been following them on Facebook for years. I've been wanting to go. They sell bobcats, lemurs, monkeys, coyotes, wolves, boa constrictors.
It comes through Tennessee?
Well, it's like all these exotic animal breeders go to this one convention.
Okay.
It's not like a circus.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, you couldn't go there and buy them. You would have to
Zoo.
meet them there and then buy them. But, like, Texas is super lax. You know, like, the tigers, there's more tigers in Texas than there are anywhere else in the world.
I have heard that.
That's
Yeah.
a song lyric right there, ain't it? There's more tigers in Texas than there are stars in the sky.
Yes, that's definitely a start to it.
I love you more than there's tigers in Texas.
Well, I'm going to wrap this one up.
If you're listening and I don't know you, I still love you.
Love you, baby.
Love you so much.
It's fine by me.
It's fine by me. Bye-bye.
West Coast, shit, Josh, ass, one leg, me crash, jokes, there, podcast.